Hello everybody. Today we will be making a CPS tester in P5. It is a JavaScript library. You can get to it by this link, and then you can just copy my code and have your own CPS tester. Let's get to it. The first thing we're going to want is a variable called total. This will be the total number of clicks that you click onto the screen, and for right now we want it equal to 0 because we, haven't clicked on the screen yet. We're also going to want a variable called number, and this will be equal to 1, and then a clicked function, or a clicked boolean variable, which we will set to false. A boolean variable can only have two conditions, either false or true, and when it's false you can make it do something, and when it's true you can make it do another thing. So we're going to be setting it to false because we have not clicked the screen yet. Then we're going to be wanting to do a function mouse pressed, so we can actually click the screen and it be registered. That is how we spell it. So when this is clicked, or when this function happens, we want click to be equal to true, like I just said, because we click the screen, and then also total equals total plus number. So you have to do a number here, or else it might call the function again. I'm not sure why, but I just use a variable for that. Then that's good. Now we go into the draw loop and we do if clicked equals false, so the starting position, because it will start out being false, then we want frame count to equal to 0. You don't need that many equal signs. That's only for like in a if thing. Really quickly, go up to setup and do frame rate and make that 60. So now we have it to where every second we have 60 frames, which is pretty standard. So here we go. That's pretty much the main things for right now. I want to be able to see this, so I'm gonna make a few text things so I can see what's happening. So text, we're gonna want to print total. This will be at like 330 and 50, and then also a CPS thing, so we can see like your CPS. We're gonna want this to be in a string. There we go, and then plus total divided by 5 because there's 5 seconds. Then we'll put this at like 50, which will be like the top left corner, and this will be like the top right corner. Let's play this. Actually, there's a lot I need to do still. Where is this? What line? 18? Total. Yeah. Total. There we go. Now it will run. So if I click on the screen, it will go up, and it'll just keep going forever for right now. So now we need to make it stop, and since the frame rate is 60, we need frame count to be equal to 300 to get 5 seconds for the thing to stop. So if frame count equals 300, then we want the program to stop, which for that you just type no loop and some parentheses and it will stop. So now if we run this, it will stop after 5 seconds. There we go, it stopped. To show this, I can just do console, I always spell that wrong, console.log, and I can do frame count, and there we go. Now we can see everything that's happening with the frame count. So you can see down here, it says 0, 0, 0, 0. Then when I like click on the screen and clicked becomes true, then the frame count will start clicking up by 60 per second. There we go. So it's going up. Once it reaches 300, it will stop. Boom. There you go. Now, that's it. That's all it does so far. So if we want to rerun, then we have to click up here and then redo it again. But that's kind of annoying. So instead, I'm going to make it where we can redo it quickly and easily. So down here, let's write a function key pressed. There we go. And then inside this, I'm going to want if key equals, you can set this equal to anything, but I'm going to do R for like reset. Then we just want it to loop again. And on top of looping, we want total to equal 0, and then clicked to equal false. So total will go back to 0, so the number up here will equal 0 once I rerun it. Clicked will equals false, so that will make the frame count go back to 0, and then it will loop again because we called no loop over here, so it just stops the program completely. So if we run this now, I click for 5 seconds. Once it reaches 300 down there, it'll stop. See, right down here it reached 300 and it stopped. Then I click R, it'll go back to being, yeah, there we go, R, and it'll go back to being 0. And then when I click on the screen again, it'll go back to running how it was running before. Then once it reaches 300, it'll stop, and then I click R again, and it'll go again. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, comment down below, but that is how you make a CPS tester really easily, really quickly, with like 40 lines of code. So if you're wondering how, there you go. Goodbye.